to Easy3 Sport Production. I'm your host, Suttles. And before we get started, if you're new, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Towards the middle of the video, make sure you hit that thumbs button so that I can get a like. And also turn on that bell for all notifications so you can get this big blue content. Let's get it. The season is almost here. But we need to start to evaluate some of these guys, and we need to look at who is going to be here for the foreseeable future and who isn't. And these are just a couple of guys that I feel that really needs to prove it this season so that they can be on this team for the foreseeable future. The number one guy, Will Hernandez. So when we're talking about Will Hernandez, it's been a up and down roller coaster type career for him. I mean, I was very excited when we drafted him with in the second round out of UTEP. He looked like an absolute beast. He was a monster. He was just bulldozing it over everybody. He was just very nasty, and that's what we needed. His rookie year, he looked very promising. He had big things going on for him, and we're like, hey, in this second season, he is going to be a solid guard. He is going to be a Pro Bowl. That's what we were seeing for Will Hernandez, but it didn't happen like that. He had a terrible second season, and then combated that on with the third season, which was last year. He had a pretty bad season. Now, he ended up losing his spot to Shane Lemieux after he had COVID, and once they seen that Shane Lemieux and Andrew Thomas really worked well together, he couldn't really get his starting gig back, but he needs to be able to prove something this season. Now, I have heard that he has trimmed down so that he can be a little bit more agile, and he has been working with the offensive line coach for the right side, because I believe that he's going to be working the right side, the right guard position, because that is a hole, so he's going to have to get his hand techniques and everything correct. He's never played the right side before. He's always played the left. But this is the time to be able to prove that you are versatile on that offensive line, you're agile enough to be able to pull, and you're still mean and nasty and can get the job done. So Will Hernandez, it's time for you to prove that you should be on this Giants team for the foreseeable future. For the second person, we're going to stay on the offensive side. It's going to be Stonehand Ingram, Evan Ingram. He needs to prove that he should be on this team, because at the end of the day, he's proved absolutely nothing. He's been a liability ever since he's been on this team. Now, last year, if you look at it, they'll say, hey, he was a Pro Bowler. Not really. It was by default. Too many tight ends that was in the NFC. They basically was injured, so Ingram got it by default. Because if you look at the film, there was no way he was a Pro Bowl player. He had the most drops in the NFL, and it was just bad. It was just overall bad. Now, when we drafted him, everybody thought, hey, he's going to be that guy. He's a speed demon. We're going to be able to split him out like a wide receiver. He's going to be a mismatch nightmare, and none of these things has happened. Now, I like Ingram as a person. He's a nice guy to like, but on the football field, he's just so frustrating. I mean, Jason Garrett's offense with the tight end, they run a lot of stick routes. So they run to the sticks, turn around, come back for the ball, and things of that nature. And Ingram is not that type of player. Ingram accounted for 60% of Daniel Jones' interceptions last year, running those stick routes, because he's not ready for when the ball's coming out hot. He's just not that type of guy. He's the downfield type guy. Now, maybe Jason Garrett will change up the game plan to try to get him into the rhythm and use his skill sets to what they need to be. But at the end of the day, Ingram needs to improve this year and prove that he needs to be on this team. So Stonehand Ingrams, start catching the ball, and prove that you want to be on this team. And this has been a Suttles Take for Easy3 Sport Production. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and also share the video. Sharing is caring. Help the channel grow. Until next time, I'm out.